Hi there, Laura Christine here, as you know since you followed the links to see this video. I got a question for you. What do you desire? I know you have it. I know you have desire. Everyone has desire. You can't get away from it. Even if your desire is to not have desire, that's still a desire. So as Yogi Bhajan says, we might as well desire positive things. I work with a lot of people. And one thing is, they have desire. They absolutely have desire. There's another thing that you want to have in order to get what you really want. Wait, what are we desiring? Well, people who work with me know I'm very grounded, yet I'm also very kind of woo-woo. I'm out there. I'm connected. Let's say it that way. I'm connected to the ground and to the ethers, whatever you want to say. So people who work with me want spiritual evolution. They want growth. They want to prioritize their service on Earth. Although it can look a little bit like they want to have a business, or they want to have a big house, or they want to have all the things. And that's fine. It's absolutely fine. This doesn't mean you're going to be a poor beggar living on a beach somewhere, or, well, that's here, living in a city somewhere begging for change. That's not what spiritual evolution is. Spiritual evolution is simply, it's a mindset shift. That's all it is. Now, so to have that desire that's good, that's positive, right? Desire is literally nothing without will. All right? If you don't have will to go for that desire, your desire doesn't matter. Okay. Flip my page. I do have notes. Yes. Now, oh, I love this. So a lot of you know I have a yoga background, and the Upanishads say this: you are what your deep driving desire is. Okay. I think I have a thing for this. Yes, I do. Let's see if we can see that better. You are what your deep driving desire is. As your desire is, so is, your will. As your will is, so is your deed, your doing, your action in the world. As your will is, so is your destiny. Sorry, so as your deed is, so is your destiny. So your desire, as long as it's backed by a will put you in the place to do the things that will give you your desire, and then that is your destiny. It makes perfect sense. Okay, you can mold your will. You can. So if you're like, but I just want all the material things, I don't care about my soul. Totally fine. If you find that you come to a point where you're like, okay, I got the material things, or I don't, but there's more and I want the more, then we can do it. Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, what your priorities are. Most people are like, okay, what's my priority? Happiness. I want happy. And we're just going to use this as an example. So happiness. Okay. I even made a thing with yellow, so it might not be as easy to see, but I put some orange around it to help. Okay. Why do you want happiness? This is a legitimate question. Why do you want happiness? What will that give you? What does it give you? It gives you peace of mind, good feelings, better health. This is true, it does. Better relationships. When you're happy, other people want to be around you. That's true. Also, meaning and purpose. Freedom. Freedom. You feel that? Freedom. Even the ones who want spiritual evolution, that's what they want. We want freedom. But here's the kicker. How many conditions do you have on this happiness, or this freedom, really? You want happiness as long as You can stay in the relationship you're in. You can stay where you live, where you make X amount of dollars. You can still eat chocolate cake. Which, by the way, you can totally still eat chocolate cake. But my point that I'm making here is you don't really want happiness. You want control. That's what we want. I'm going to put myself in this as well. Humans, we want control. Now, I don't necessarily like being in the business of bursting bubbles, but you can't have control and freedom. You can't. You can have one or the other. And actually, you can't really have control. So fighting for control, all you're doing is preventing the freedom that you already have when you stop trying to control what it looks like. Don't worry. I'm not telling you that you have to surrender your control to me and now I control everything. I don't have control either. What I do have is conscience. And so do you. We all do. This is my favorite part. Because now I get to talk about what conscience is. It is constant. Conscience? Do I have that? No, that's okay. Conscience is constant. It is literally the same thing in you and me and everyone else. It is the same energy. It speaks the same language. It's understood the same way. Yes, no. That's it. Yes, no. Now this is black and white. I don't believe in black and white. There's so much gray out there, but wait. Feel this out for a moment. Close your eyes. I'm closing mine, you close yours. Feel this out. Feel what freedom there is in knowing that in every single second, every single moment, you have within you a compass that tells you yes or no. Love, fear. Do it, don't. Next page. You don't even have to think. You don't have to think. Your mind doesn't know anything. Your mind knows, literally, it does not know anything. It thinks it understands information. It doesn't know. Your conscience knows. Okay? So, our heads want in, so let's understand this a little bit more. Con, C-O-N, con. In Spanish, I speak Spanish, well, I used to. It means with. So con is a prefix meaning with. Science is rooted, the root word of science is sire, which is Greek, and its meaning is to know. That's it. So all science is trying to do is to understand information so that it can say that it knows that information. We already know everything. We are all with science. Each and all of us, we are all already with the knowing that exists where thoughts do not. Now, I'm not suggesting that we abolish the practice of science. Of course not. Science is actually cool and I really like it, and it's fun to understand things, and I mean, we're human, we have minds, let's use them because they're pretty amazing things. But do I make decisions based on science? The science of like trial and error? I certainly have. And I certainly will. But no. Conscience. Conscience. The thing that already exists with the science, the knowledge, the knowing, that's where we make decisions from. And that is liberating. Holy crap. All right. You are your own compass and guide. You are. Oh, yes. Oh, here's conscience. Con is with and science is knowing. Conscience. Yeah. That's why I love this light of conscience stuff. Okay. So conscience is constant. It's the same in everyone. It speaks the same language and we all understand it in the same way, but we're all different. That means that when I get a yes, that doesn't mean you're going to get the same yes. Thank God. Ugh. So what happens is, it most likely, it happened to me, it probably happened to you, it happens to most of us, is we lose our trust in our own conscience and our own compass because we think other people are more accurate for us. And also we think. Thinking and knowing are two separate activities. Okay, they're mutually exclusive. You can't hear your conscience if you're thinking. You're going to think or you're going to know. There's like two choices. And you can do both. But while you're thinking, you're not knowing. And while you're knowing, you're not thinking. It's definitely like when you start knowing, you can tell the difference. So, typical scenarios that we know, and then we start thinking. Oh, don't even get me started on that. Don't even. Okay, so that's enough information for you to think about. The only way to know if any guidance, if any program is right for you, if any coaching, if any Facebook group, if any like party that somebody wants you to go to, if anything is the right thing for you, is to stop thinking and let your conscience tell you. That's what I work. That is the realm that I work in, is conscience. Not mine, yours. Yes, it's the same energy. Yes, because I've been so finally tuned into mine, I can help you tune into yours. And then you get to say yes or no. You don't have to listen to my yes or no. You don't have to listen to his yes or no, or her yes or no, or your mom's yes or no, or your kid's yes or no. You get to listen to your yes or no. And trust me, it's not easy. I've been there more than once. I've moved sight unseen without a job or a plan or anything twice. It didn't get easier. It got a little more fun because I moved to Hawaii the second time. But my point is, it's like it's waiting for you. Your conscience has never left you, and it never will. It's just waiting for you to say, oh, I hear you. You're saying yes to this? Okay, I trust you. And then use your mind for something else. Use it to observe what you're doing. But when your conscience tells you the thing to do, just do that thing. And know that your mind doesn't have to figure it out for you. It doesn't have to say, yes, it's because this or that. It doesn't have to justify anything. You never have to justify anything. Your conscience is the justification. How liberating is this? If you have a desire for spiritual evolution, spiritual growth, if you have a desire for true freedom, if you're willing to work in the light of conscience, I cannot wait to see what freedom awaits for you. I cannot wait. So, feel it. And if it's like, dude, I know I signed up to work with this girl, hop on a call. It's 30 minutes and it's free. And even if you didn't sign up to work with me, maybe you signed up to work through that call and you just get 30 minutes of whatever back and forth is going to bring you to your next level. That's it. Like, that's fine. I have different options. One is one-on-one coaching and one is group. I love what I'm calling these stay awake chatter breaks, where we actually do chatter, but it's not chatter, right? It's a deep, really full discussion with other people who just want to stay awake. You know, we wake up and we're like, oh, okay, now there's the world, so let's try to stay awake. Well, in these groups, like, you're going to stay awake because of the people with you, and it's just phenomenal. So thank you so much for hearing this. I'm going to let you go now. It's been almost 15 minutes, and, you know, you're going to come away with a deeper understanding of who you really are and a little bit of a nudge into the direction that your conscience is calling you. So I can't wait to hear from you. And keep shining.